I know you guys are tired of running out of ammo and being forced to switch to your Glock 17. Well, luckily for you, some of the pistols in this game are actually extremely strong, and we will be going over just that. So here's the top 5 best pistols in Phantom Forces. In my opinion, of course. Number 5, M1911A1. Alright, so first up on the list, we got the M1911A1, an American classic. I'm sure everyone watching knows this gun. It's just iconic, and you can probably find it in every single shooter game known to mankind. And of course, Phantom Forces is no exception. But more than just that, it's actually really powerful in essentially every stat compared to the other pistols. It does 48 damage up to 55 studs away and will deal 55 damage per hit to the torso. In other words, it is a 2-shot as long as one of the bullets hits the body in close quarters. If that wasn't good enough for you, it's also got a fire rate of 720, with great handling and one of the fastest reload speeds in the class. And the only thing really holding this gun back from being insanely broken is the 8 ammo capacity limit. You can chamber an extra round as with most guns, but 9 bullets still makes getting multiple kills very difficult. But don't get me wrong, if it's just you and one other guy point blank, this thing will shred them with its 0.08 second time to kill. So yeah, it's great, but definitely not as good as some of the upcoming guns. Number 4, Gyrojet Mark 1. Up next, we got the Gyrojet pistol version. Now, I know what you're thinking, but just hear me out. This gun is criminally overlooked, both this and the carbine variant. In real life, it was a failed pistol project, but in Phantom Forces, it's more than viable. Rather than standard bullets, this shoots 13mm rockets, which actually deal more damage as they travel. Yes, you heard me correct. The bullets deal 35 up close and will build up to 45 damage over 180 studs. The issue that most people have with this gun is getting used to it. It's extremely unique and hard to use because of the range, so many people don't give it a proper shot. But the damage and multipliers here prove that it can be insane if learned correctly. The gun is a 2.25 times torso multiplier and a 3.5 times headshot multiplier. This means that at any range, the gun will always one-shot to the head and will deal 78.75 damage in CQC to the torso, which we have already established is its worst range. So from about 150 studs and onward, the pistol will always one-shot to the torso and head, giving you a massive hitbox for that one tap. Now, the hard part of actually using this pistol is mastering the slower end fire rate of 350 and the muzzle velocity of only 1000 studs. This makes the bullet drop really fast, so you need to get used to aiming a fair amount higher than you normally would. But the fact that it's always a one-shot to the head makes it viable in close quarters, and it's known to be extremely powerful from range due to the rockets. It does have a high unlock point at rank 122, but make sure to give it a shot if you unlock it. I can't help but feel this gun is being completely overlooked. Number 3, Automag 3. Sitting comfortably at number 3 is the Automag 3. Go figure. This pistol is very similar to other much more powerful 50 cal handguns, but has the benefit of much more manageable recoil and balanced stats. It does a whopping 68 damage up to 40 studs away and falls off slowly to 40 damage. It's got great all-around stats such as 2,500 muzzle velocity, 1.2 studs of penetration, and solid handling. Its glaring downsides are the initial recoil kick and fire rate, but you can get used to them relatively fast. The fire rate is only 280, which puts a little bit of a damper on the fun, but the recoil recovery speed makes it so it's almost enough time to fully recover the recoil. It does 81 damage to the body and always one shot to the head, regardless of the range. It does, however, have a conversion where it actually transforms it into a 50 cal pistol. It enables the Automag to one shot to the body with a faster fire rate and manageable recoil. Very similar to the gun that's up next on this list. Number 2, Grizzly. The Grizzly is undeniably the best pistol chambered in 50 cal. It is a standard 7-round mag with 77 damage close range and a one-hit kill range of up to around 40 studs with a fire rate of 350. The recoil is extremely consistent and easy to control, making this very easy to master as a one-shot secondary. But just so you know, it doesn't always one-shot to the head. At 105 studs, it only deals 35 damage, which when coupled with the headshot multiplier does not insta-kill. So it's not the best option for range, but for point blank, it's undeniably good. It's in essence the Desert Eagle XIX, but better all around, especially after the new nerf on the XIX. They both have very similar damage ranges, muzzle velocity, and penetration, but the Grizzly is far better in mobility and reload speed. But maybe more importantly, the Grizzly has much faster fire rate and less noticeable recoil. If you guys didn't know, the Deagle just had a nerf which killed its recoil, making it very, very difficult to use in the current meta. The only way to really use it is that you have to hit the first shot of the Deagle, or else good luck readjusting after your character breaks their neck from the recoil. With the Grizzly, however, the fire rate is almost twice as fast, with much more manageable initial recoil and recoil recovery, making it the perfect close to mid-range pistol. The one-shot potential on the Grizzly is phenomenal, so make sure to try it out when you unlock it. But, as it is with a lot of the other guns on the list, it's unlocked at a very high level. To unlock the Grizzly, you need to be rank 143, which is significantly harder to reach than the rank 102 Desert Eagle XIX. But at that point, you might as well just use the automatic 30. If you thought these guns were hard to unlock, just wait until the next one. Number 1, AF 2011 A1. You know what's better than one M1911? Two M1911 pistols. I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart for that attempted banger. But for real, remember back in the video when I said the M1911 was good? Yeah, so it's almost exactly that. Some genius individual came up with the idea to weld two of them together, so, unsurprisingly, it shoots two bullets at the exact same time, effectively doubling the M1911's power. You can probably figure out that it's pretty good just from that terrible description. Each shot up close deals 42 damage, but it also has a 1.25 torso multiplier, leading it to deal 52.5 damage per torso shot. And seeing as it shoots two bullets at once in an instant burst, with roughly 1 million fire rate, it's going to get a lot of one-shots. You could see this as a shotgun in a way, or maybe more of a handheld AN-94. The fire rate is extremely fast, aside from the burst speed, but is difficult to control. The recoil recovery is especially slow, so you either have to time your shots well or aim much lower in your next shots. That being said, once you get the hang of it, the damage is unbelievable on this thing. The amount of one-shots you will get at close quarters is ridiculous. I think it's best as a secondary for a sniper class or something else with a long-range primary, because it really does struggle at distance engagements. Think of it as an 8-shot secondary shotgun with as good damage as primary shotguns, so definitely use this instead of the coil gun or something like that. Drop a sub or leave a comment letting me know if you would change anything on this list. If you enjoy the content, feel free to join the CreeperMinion Discord or to follow me on TikTok at CreeperMinionYT, both of which will be linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching, see you guys later.